Hi everyone. Somehow we've came to this point in our lives. I don't know how we got here, but we're here. I've got Tits. I'm Lee, one of the hosts of this podcast, and I'm joined by Kris, the other host. Hello, Kris.
All right, how you
Hi
doing?
everyone.
Uh,
Somehow I've came I've got my volume on YouTube, so everything's doubling up. But yeah, I'm good. I'm really uncomfortable because this is an actual bathing suit and my bollocks are really tight.
Go on,
So
stand up, stand up.
I'm not standing up. To be fair, right, we were going to start this with our music video that we've done, which is the intro for Baywatch, but YouTube have decided that it's copyrighted, so we're going to play it at the end. So everyone needs to stick around to the end to see that because it's absolutely mint. And if YouTube take it down, at least it's already been played. So tough shit. Uh, all downgrading us from a podcast to a web series. I mean, I don't even care anymore. I think we don't deserve anything good after this. This film was absolutely shit. What in the world have I walked into, Lee? What the fuck? Exactly, Beth. I don't know what this is. Look, I've even got makeup. Well, not makeup. I've got face paint on. Oh, don't I look pretty?
I'm a Lee Anderson.
So, today we're
Oh,
talking about Baywatch. Mainly, we'll be talking about the 2017 movie, is it? Is it somewhere around
yeah.
there? I don't care when it
hmm
came out. It doesn't deserve any recognition, really. It was a pile of wank. Um, but
But do you want me to tell you the actual plot behind this?
yes, please. Go on then.
Well, basically, have you ever seen The Office?
Yeah.
So there is an episode of that called Gay Witch Hunt, where some stuff happens and Oscar Nunez gets an all expenses paid trip to Santa Monica and he gets tangled up with some rich drug dealing woman. He fakes his death, then comes back to Dunder Mifflin.
Right. Now, Oscar is in this, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's Senator something.
And his character dies.
Rodriguez.
And at one point in the film, The Rock, Zac Efron, and is it Alexandra Daddario? I think it's her. Have to go and look at the body in the morgue, and they pull it out, and
Yes.
there's just a dick sitting there. Is that Oscar's real dick?
Was that meant to be Oscar's dick? I
Yeah,
thought it was a random bloke.
that was his body. That was the one that they were searching because it was his character died, and they were searching for
Mm.
like needle marks and things like that, or like stab wounds.
And yeah.
And Zac Efron's like holding a dick next to his face. I don't know if
hmm
that was Oscar's real dick or if it was a dick double or something.
It wasn't. It doesn't seem familiar to me, so I don't think it was.
No, all right. You don't think it's not familiar from memory of?
No,
Yeah.
not that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um. So the plot of this film, it's not really The Office. Well, it's just set on the beach and there's some lifeguards. They don't do any lifeguard things really. I mean, I think they saved like maybe one person that's drowning, but the rest of the film,
Oh,
it's just a parody of an action movie, isn't it? But it's just
it's
not. It's not done very well.
yeah. It's meant to be a bromance action comedy, but it does none of them.
No. It's probably like all of the quotes as well. It's kind of like Naked Gun type of thing, but like scary movie. Like all the jokes that you would expect in something like that. All those shit parody movies that came out in the 2000s, like superhero movie. Um, not another teen. Actually, not another teen movie. Actually, all right. But it's just crap jokes. It's just people being
I,
stupid for like an hour and a half.
I did like a few of the jokes, like Zac Efron when he was talking to the black police officer, and he was just like, he says, "You people." Zac
Oh
Efron
yeah.
goes, "What do you mean, you people?" And The Rock just turns around and goes, "You can't say that. You've only got a tan."
Do you know like each quote individually isn't actually that bad, but it's an hour and a half of these stupid quotes, and it's like a couple of 12-year-olds got a sugar rush and went, "Oh, let's make a remake of Baywatch, and it'll have like explosions and stuff in." or did the original TV show have that in? No, not really, but we'll put them in anyway, and there'll be like a drug ring going on, and it's it's nothing like the original TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, to speak of it, Mitch Buchanan, who's Dwayne the Rock Johnson, uh, on in the background he starts finding loads of packets of drugs and stuff on his beach. That is his gaff, his house where he
Yeah,
works. So obviously he has to do the police work and not the police and try to find out what the hell's happening with this. I think that's the main storyline behind everything. And in between that, there's little stories where they're holding tryouts to see who will join the lifeguarding team on the beach. And Zac Efron, who's Matt Brody, tries for it because he's a disgraced Olympic swimmer who shits himself or
the
he's sick in the
vomit
pool.
comet.
Yes, that's it. That's what it is. He tries out and he's like a cocky arsehole basically, and he's just like, I'll try out because being a lifeguard is just making sure people don't drown. I can swim, so it kind of makes sense. But
And
then he's
we get the newbie as well, who's just shit.
oh,
The
what's
most
his name again?
unfit person that could possibly be a lifeguard. But
Yeah,
but they're like, oh
it's
well, he tries hard, so let's hire him.
I know, but that's like having me as a sugar tester. It's just like, yeah, I could probably do it to some extent, but I'd be dead soon.
And they also hire Alexandra Daddario, which I have no problem with her in this movie at all. Yeah, no comment about anything else to do with that, but I love that
No,
woman.
not nothing at all. What was your favorite part of her performance?
Um, if I can just say two things, uh,
Mm.
that really impressed us about her, um, it will be our acting and our humor. Okay, so uh, let's not go there. Let's not get shut down. Um, so do you want to jump into the card stuff, or have you got more
I,
stuff?
I can't. I can do, but do you know who I was surprised at this? The cameos in this. A weird one, Hannibal Buress. Do you know who he is?
No.
Oh well, it doesn't matter then. David Hasselhoff's in it at the end.
Yeah, they had to have
So
him
is
in.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how did you think his cameo went down? Do you think it was weird
You were going to
or
say, how do you think his camel toe went down?
it's do you know what it is? Because I asked you to show us the bottom half of your swimsuit before we went live, and I saw a camel tail, and it's just in my mind.
Yeah. I mean, I did tell you, like, oh, you can see me bulge and everything in the bottom of me, like, swimsuit, and you said, can I have a look? So, uh, but the David Hasselhoff cameo was just stupid. It was like a sort of
Mm,
dream sequence kind of thing, but it was real, and he was the original Mitch in the TV show of Baywatch, still
yeah,
playing the same character. But then The Rock has took the new job of like head lifeguard or lieutenant of the beach or whatever, and he's also called
this
Mitch.
yeah, it was kind of like a Doctor Who moment, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Even though I've never watched Doctor Who, I'm guessing that's what it's like.
something probably I don't know. I haven't watched it either, and I'm not going to.
Eh.
Um, so hard. What was the
Oh
best
yeah, God.
quote in this film?
Um, so there's so many shit jokes and shit moments in this film. The one that jumps out to me is when The Rock or Mitch asks Matt, Zac Efron, that he needs to check the dead body's taint for needles.
Yeah,
Because for some reason, as lifeguards, I can't even remember what go in there for, but they break into a coroner's office by pretending to be a coroner, pull out a dead body to make sure he died of what they said he died of, and they needed to check his taint. And there's a couple of pictures. The Rock's taking pictures of Zac Efron next to the big knob while he's handling it, and yeah,
see, it's all fun and games because it's just in a film, but those pictures really exist. Like they showed them at the end of the film, didn't they? Where it's like just Zac Efron holding a dick. Those are on the internet now. Like anybody could just look at them. not know this movie exists and be like, Efron likes touching dicks.
Dead dicks as well. It's an
Yeah.
obvious dead dick as well. What about you?
um, like I said, there were some good quotes in this movie, but I didn't think they all worked. Like having that many stupid things. Like even Zac Efron talking to the new guy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna need you to do the computer stuff, because as much as I know about laptops, I know fuck all about computers." And
Yeah, yeah.
it is a good quote, but it's just stupid. But the best quote in this whole movie is when the Rock's having a fight in the apartment, and he
Hmm.
punches the guy out the window or throws him out the window or something into a pool and goes, "Bath time, shithead."
Yeah, yeah. Oh, actually, do you know that the F word is, well, fuck is said is 75 times in this film?
Bloody hell. That's a canny bit. Well, I don't even know what the rating is for this movie, but that's quite a lot for. You'd
I think
expect it to
it's
be.
R-rated because it shows a full-on dong.
Oh yes, it does. Obviously, yeah. But it's
Full,
strange because this was like this is weird that this was a family show back in the day. This would be on like Saturday afternoon on ITV at like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and
yeah.
I don't know if you haven't watched the original TV show, have you? But
No, I
I think
haven't.
a lot of people my age growing up, they would have just had the dad like being like, "Come on, son, sit down. Today's the day you become a man. Look at it. It's in slow motion. Look at them jiggle." Okay, dad.
You
I'm
talked
9.
about David Hasselhoff, yeah?
Yeah. Ah. um. What was the next one? Because it's not stamina. Because I forgot to change the card again.
It's best character.
This character. Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's yours? I've got a weird one for mine.
Right.
Like,
So far because it's only at the start of the film where I think he's a decent, like, the best character, and it's Zac Efron's Matt Brody, because he's the only one in this film, in this universe of Baywatch, where he thinks, actually, if there's criminals about, I should phone the police. I'm just here to stop, like, kids drowning and people. All right there.
yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
It's all right. I think you got a bit excited there.
Fucking. What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh,
So, who was it at the beginning?
it's Mitch because he's the only one that thinks maybe we should go to the police instead of trying to investigate this drug dealer and stuff like that. He's the only sane person at the start. I mean, and then through peer pressure, he does break into coroners and do all this other stuff. But yeah, I think it's him, the vomit comet.
The Vomit Comet.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not a bad character at the beginning. Actually, no. No, I think he gets better at the end, but he's well, Zac Efron.
yeah,
He's a fucking
yeah.
dick at the beginning, man. Like when
And,
Alexandra Daddario shows up and he's like, "Hey, baby," and she's just like, "No fuck
oh,
was given," and he's just like, "Ah, oh, no means yes."
oh, I know. See, it's not that part of him that I think he's the best of a bunch of dickheads. Only because of him thinking like a normal person when he's saying, let's leave the police work to the police. Let's not break into people's houses and stuff. How many balloons have you got?
I've got spare boobs. It's all right,
Oh, okay.
but
What size are they?
oh, I don't know. These must be like this is like Lola Ferrari from the Eurotrash days, isn't it? That's probably more who I look
Yeah.
like, not Pamela Anderson.
Uh,
Um, ah, I've got to bring up like what I said the other day about like Pamela Anderson, like back in the Baywatch days. Obviously, there was another thing that she starred in, which became very famous. Not a
hmm.
good thing really. Um, but I remember seeing this video.
Borat.
Not that one. I forgot she was in that. But yeah, she was in that. home videotape, and
Oh, right. I don't know anything about this. Tell us, is it a nice, wholesome, like family
oh
video?
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, my cousin showed us it when I was like 10, 9, something like that.
Mm.
And he's like, "Oh, Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee," and then like stuff happens, and I'm like, "That's not the guy from Men in Black." It's like it's fucking Tommy Lee Jones, not Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. Fucking hell.
Oh.
What were you on best character?
Yeah, best character.
Best character in this whole film, and I don't care what anyone says, this is the correct answer. It's Tiny Mitch.
Yeah, okay, I can see to that.
Just in the fish tank, and he's like Zac Efron's staring at it, and the Rock's like, "Stop staring at Tiny Mitch." And there's just like a little statue of the Rock sitting on like a seahorse with a trident or something.
Yeah.
And then he gets fired later on, and there's a sad Mitch in the fish tank instead with his like head down. Tiny Mitch rules.
Oh, do you know what? I would love to get a little figure of me to put in Trixie's tank.
Well, you have to now. You're gonna have to do it.
Yeah, little Kris.
Yeah. What would,
Yeah.
what's next? Worst character. Is that right?
Yes, best character. Yeah.
Oh, who'd you put for worst character?
Right. So I've put Mitch, right? But because of this reason, could you imagine going to a job where you're a lifeguard, fair enough, it's important, you save people's lives, but he was constantly forcing you to do things outside of the job, like go and break into houses, do police work, do investigation work, regularly, like he doesn't even call you your name, off the clock,
Yeah.
and not even getting paid for it.
Mine, I love the names that he keeps giving Zac Efron. Like he's like calling him
Yeah.
like a Jonas brother, Justin Bieber or something like that. But best one of all is High School Musical. It's like, okay, High School
Yeah,
Musical. It's like, ah, he
yeah.
said it. I mean, I'm laughing. It wasn't
Well,
that funny.
actually, if High School Musical exists in the Baywatch universe, then who played Zac Efron's character?
Nah, someone shit like Timothy Chalamet. I don't even know. I've never watched High School
Oh,
Musical.
oh yeah, he's quite a good actor, isn't he? That Timothy
No, he's my nemesis,
Chalamet.
and I hate him, and I will fight him to the death in a death match. It's on Timothy.
Oh,
I'm coming for you. Um, Worst character. I don't know who. I didn't really like anyone in this whole film, but I'd probably put Zac Efron as the worst character in this because it just is
right.
useless all the way through. Like he shows up and he's like proper like trying to flirt with that lass. Well, Alexandra Daddario. I don't know her character's name. Um, I kind of stopped listening when she appeared. Um, and he's like, "Oh, you want to go on a date?" And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Well, I'll try again later." And he's probably like, "Oh, no means yes." Like it's very like rapey vibes.
Yeah,
And he's got his binoculars like staring at her on the beach, like looking at her like boobs and everything like that. And it's like, you're meant to be looking for people who are drowning, you dick. Like,
yeah. To be
um,
fair, you seen how much of a dick the people that go to the beach are. Like when they're going through the just after they've done the training tests where they do like an assault course or something. There's just like two kids just I don't know how they just fall off a pier.
yeah.
And then the mom's like, "Oh, I know, my babies. I can't swim, but I'll jump in after them." And that's when Zac Efron first goes up and she starts like chinning him in the water. I know that happens, but it's just like, just calm down a bit, yeah?
But that as well, like he gets on a motorbike and he almost kills like 50 people by almost running them over, and then
Yeah,
pretty much wrecks his like somebody else's motorbike. And he's just like, "Ah, I'm sure it's got insurance." That's another dick move. He doesn't even
yeah,
do the assault course, and he just sits like he's like, "I'm gonna get this job no matter what. Fuck you guys." Um, and even like at the end when they're fighting the woman, he doesn't do anything. He gets caught. He's held hostage, and the Rock has to do everything. Probably because it's in the Rock's clause
yeah,
that he's going to be like the big hero or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. True, true. Actually, That leads on to my choice of best death.
Right?
Just when you're talking about the end scene where he does know at the end,
Yeah.
it's just the weird like so I mean some people get shot and killed and it's mostly off screen for this or if it's very quick. Um but my best death is at the end, The Rock just lifts up like a firework gun and
Yeah.
just explodes the shit out of the evil drug kingpin or queenpin.
And he turns her into a shoe. That's
Yeah.
all that comes back down. No blood or anything, just a shoe. Uh,
Actually, if that actually did happen, there would just be a rain of like viscera and guts, and yeah, that would have made it a bit more interesting, to be fair.
who was Sammy, by the way? Sammy's just like, what have I walked into? Top Grumps Sammy. Like, we're not normal. What do you expect from us?
She's saying this, and then she's going to be watching Repo soon. So,
But yeah. So that's my same choice for the best death in the film, where he shoots her with the Roman candle. Oh, we
get
get a tip
in.
touch.
Oh, 2 seconds. I need to move my bicep.
Whoa, tip touch. But I love the Rock's like whole speech before that as well, where he's like, "I was born in the salt of the sea. I scratched my back with a whale's dick." Uh,
Yeah.
like again, all of the quotes in this movie are stupid, but they somehow work if you take them out of like the rest of the movie. Such a bad film.
Yeah.
Can't
Do you know what
keep
it
doing
is?
this.
I think this film would have worked so much better if it was released in like 2005.
Yeah, that's
People
correct. Definitely.
people would have probably watched it.
Yeah, I mean they had a sequel planned for this as well and everything. Um, like the after credits where there's The Rock and David Hasselhoff sitting on the beach.
Yeah.
Doesn't he say something about a sequel there?
I think he does, but to be fair, once it got towards, because I thought the comedy was shit, but like passable. But I think that's what it did better of the two, comedy and action. So once it just started to get into the action parts, I kind of switched off. It was like, "Yeah, it's a bit shit now after the Dead Man Willis is gone."
Well, this was just a generic action movie, wasn't it? Like this could have been
Yeah,
set anywhere, but they've just been like, oh, action movie on the beach. Nothing to do with Baywatch. It's just
yeah,
it was like 21 Jump Street at the beach, but
yeah.
21 Jump Street's mint. So like yeah. Um, what are we up to next?
Best moment.
Next moment. Oh, I'll go right. So best moment is right at the beginning. That lad where he has a boner because is
Oh,
it
yeah.
CJ? CJ is like giving them the Heimlich maneuver or something, and his mate's like, "Oh, look
Hmm.
down." And he's like, "Oh shit!" And he dives onto the sunbed, and it goes through the slats, and
Yeah, yeah.
everyone shows up to have a look. It's pretty much like ripped off of like a Lethal Weapon 2 kind of moment of like Murtaugh on the toilet and everyone coming around to be like, "Oh, let's go look at this guy stuck on the toilet. Oh, look at his dick."
To be fair,
But
we've all been there.
oh, um,
Oh, okay.
I'm not with you on that one for once, Kris. Um,
That's why I'm not allowed to Blythe Beach anymore.
what have you picked for your best moment?
Oh, basically, I was struggling to find many. It's Joan Mitch tells Matt when he's first coming over to stop staring at little Mitch, which is his figurine in his
Yeah,
aquarium. You just say stop staring at little Mitch. It's weird.
I
So
love
yeah,
Little Mitch,
it's
man.
pop. Yeah, he's the Frankie Mermaid of this film.
Frankie fucking mermaid. Um, so I've like picked an awkward boner moment that's in the actual film, but what are you going to pick for your
Right.
actual awkward boner moment? When will be the worst
Well,
time for a character or for yourself to get a boner in this movie?
oh, a character. I picked a character, right? It's Oscar Nunez to get a boner when when Zac Efron's touching his checking his taint for needle marks. I just thought it would add so much to the film if he just got a boner.
Hang on a second. What was that a real guy lying on the table, do you think? Or do you think it was like a prosthetic body?
I
Because
don't
it looks
know.
so real. And I've never thought about this before. Like the director just being like, okay, Oscar, just lie down. Right, Zach, grab his dick, put it next to your face. And at what point would Zach Efron be like, no, I'm not doing this?
I don't know. What
Um,
point would you be like? I don't know.
I don't know. Do you know what? For me, I wouldn't care. When have I ever turned down doing anything? People go, Lee, do this, and I go and do it.
Yeah,
I was trying to
but
set my head on fire the other week, but Bex had to stop us.
true, true.
Oh, Phoebe says it's a prosthetic dick. All right, you're seeing the
You see,
bloopers, right?
uh,
Also,
but yeah,
thank you to Phoebes as well, by the way, because Phoebes was supposed to be on this episode, and we made her sit through this whole shit movie, and she got ill,
yeah.
and she couldn't be on, unfortunately. But
Is
we
that
love you,
what she told
Phoebes.
you? Is that what she
Oh,
told you? She just said me that
what's
she couldn't be bothered to be on Top Grumps. She
all
just doesn't like
right?
one.
It's all about Anime Club. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so awkward boner moment. I'm not picking the awkward boner moment from the movie. That was just my best moment. The worst point
Right.
for anyone to get a boner in this movie would be Zac Efron when he's trying to save that woman and her kids are drowning. It's a horrible choice. I don't know why I've picked that, but that would be the worst point for anyone to get a boner in the movie. Oh, it's all right. I'll save you. My kids. It doesn't matter. You're coming with me now. Oh.
Oh, that way I thought you'd be like, oh, hold on, grab onto this. While he's swimming. Oh.
Oh. Right. What would you rank this movie out of five then?
1 out of 5 straight away. It was shit. As I said before, it's a comedy, uh, bromance kind of action film, and it does none of them
Nah.
it's not good at any of them. Um, I suppose it would be all right if it was on in the background when you were doing something that takes concentration, because you don't need to pay attention to this film at all.
Nah. Yeah, I would go for 1 out of 5 as well. I don't know why I picked this. Actually, I do know why I picked this movie. I saw I heard the theme tune from the original Baywatch TV show and was like, oh, that would be a class episode to do because it's summertime, beach movie. Yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah.
But then I watched it and it was just like, what the fuck, man? Shit.
Actually, do you know what it is? Because you sent us the video, the intro that you were originally going to do for this, and I've been humming or singing the Baywatch intro pretty much all day.
I've been humming it for like 3 weeks since we decided to
Yeah.
do this, and I started doing that video, which we will play at the end, so stick around. um, so yeah, any last words about this movie before we just fuck it off because I'm never doing this again.
Yeah. Basically, I wouldn't bother watching this. I've never seen the original Baywatch. I don't know if it's meant to be a shit comedy. I didn't get any of the callback references because I'd never seen it, which might make a difference to someone who's a diehard Baywatch fan.
I mean, I did show
Uh,
you that clip the other week, didn't I? Where Mitch from like the original Mitch goes into a
Mm,
cave with like some other people. I don't know why they're in the cave, and they get attacked by a giant octopus.
yes, you did. You
And he like
did.
pulls his little pocket knife out and he's chopping its tentacle off, and it's still trying to eat them.
I've I've seen a few other clips as well, like Hulk Hogan's in an episode, and
Is
a
he
couple other people, wrestlers. Yeah. What's he called? The like top walks like this. Um,
Vince McMahon?
Vince McMahon. He's on it.
Really? What?
The same episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
A
See,
couple other wrestling guys.
I didn't know if you were getting it like mixed up with. Have you ever seen Thunder in Paradise?
No,
Oh,
nah.
because that was amazing. I mean, if I'll go back to it now, it's probably shit. But that was Hulk Hogan and some other guy, and they were like ex-Navy SEALs or something, and they had a
Right.
boat called Thunder. I remember one of the taglines was something like they're fighting crime with the awesome power of thunder, and it was just Hulk
That sounds
Hogan and this
amazing.
other guy riding around in this like super high tech boat fighting crime.
Was this just Knight Rider with a boat
Yes,
instead of a car?
it was just Knight
Right.
Rider, but the boat didn't talk, unfortunately. Um.
I don't want to see it then.
Oh, so yeah. What have we got coming up this week?
This week, well, there's no anime club on Friday.
Ah, yes,
Um,
that's Phoebes is blind.
no, that was last week.
All right.
This week she said she genuinely doesn't like me anymore, so we're skipping a week. No, we're doing a couple of we are recording this week, but we're not putting an episode out just so we can get a bit ahead because we've got SunnyCon and stuff coming up soon,
Oh, get in.
and
Can't
we'll be
wait to become.
putting out a kind of few videos. Actually, you'll be putting some videos out with her as well, so
Possibly,
that should
yeah,
be fun.
if you let us.
Um, yeah, might be as well. Might be some
um,
challenges and stuff.
is there a podcast on Sunday or not? I don't
There
know.
is actually no, because the Sunday's on pause for now. We don't know what's happening with that. But on Friday there is going to be a podcast with Paul about the Until Dawn, and there's going to be like the trailer reaction
All right.
videos that are coming out.
Ah, class.
So that should be fun. And it's Friday the 13th, so it's a spooky day anyway. So you can't release Anime Club on that day, so it'll be bad luck.
Fair enough. What about
Yeah.
is Wonk out on this Saturday or is that the next Saturday? Because they're doing Dana
Yes.
Scully, aren't they?
Yes, so Wonk's out this Saturday, and there's the quiz at the Geek Retreat, which is the in benefit of the Weir Side Women in Need, or the
Right.
WIWIN.
All right.
I, Becca did send us saying, "Oh, it's in aid of WIWIN," and I didn't know what that was, but it's Weir Side Women in Need. So good cause. So get yourself on a Geek Retreat in Sunderland, and
I
then
might get changed.
Phoebes.
I can't be a woman in need there like this. You get the wrong sort of
Oh,
attention.
but no, you're bored. And do you want to know my pick for next week's Top Grumps?
Yeah. Oh, you haven't told us yet, have you?
Nah, nah. I've this has been new to you. I don't know if you've seen it. I think I've mentioned it before, but next week I want to do Hobo with a Shotgun.
I haven't seen it, but I know of it, and it's meant to be amazing.
Yes, it's one of the only things that I've got on DVD as well.
Finally, a film
So
that we can
should be
enjoy.
fun.
I'm sorry I put you
Yeah,
through
and
this.
it's fine. Do you know what it is? I feel like this every week when I'm like, oh, we're watching Tokyo Gore Police. Lee's gonna think it's shit. Or we're watching Velocipasta. What
Well,
is this kind of thing?
this is me revenge. So,
Do you know what it is? I genuinely think films like that are better because I think the Baywatch actually has a budget and has like established actors,
yeah,
and that kind of makes it worse that it's bad. I don't know.
like I said, it felt like it was written by 12-year-olds. But
Yeah,
oh well.
yeah. It's not like was it Vampire Surf Shark?
I don't even know what that is, but if that's a movie, it sounds amazing.
No, no, it's that story that you made, the
Oh, Surf
Surf
Dracula!
Dracula,
Oh
Surf
yeah.
Dracula.
Oh, that's an amazing story. That's on the Nerdy Up North website. You can check out loads of articles on there. Um, Probably stay away from mine. That's stupid as fuck.
Oh, should we review them for 1 week?
No.
Interview with the author Lee.
No, definitely not. Um, right, so are you all done?
Yep, all done on my end.
Okay, cool. So we'll stick this video on. The stream might get taken down because it has a copyright violation, but we're going to do it anyway. So thanks for watching, everyone. Kris, what's your final word of this week?
11.
Don't be a grump, be a top grump.
Hey. You forget about the final word. What's it called? Things like-
Some people stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light. And some people need to help somebody when the edge of surrender's in sight. Don't you worry, it's gonna be alright. I'm always ready, I won't let you out of my sight.